Good afternoon, fishing time friends. I'm back again. I've got another top 5 for you. The essentials of ice fishing for beginners. There's certain things that you have to have in order to start ice fishing. So let's crack into the list. Number 5 on the list of ice fishing essentials for beginners, the auger. You need to be able to put a hole in the ice. In order to do that, your best bet is to get yourself an ice auger. The first one that I ever bought was a hand auger, okay? It's got a crank and it's super easy to use. When the blades are sharp, they work great, okay? But for beginners, it's the cheapest, most efficient way to drill a hole in the ice. All right, so coming in at number 4 on the list, strike indicators. Get that second rod stamp and it'll allow you to use something like a jaw jacker. This is an automatic hook setter. As soon as a fish moves that line, it pulls the trigger and this rod will go from here to here and set the hook. The basics, the very basics of a strike indicator would be a spring bobber. That's actually what you're looking at for your strike indicator, is to see that little bit of spring. The other very basic form of a strike indicator is like a bell. In the absence of having an expensive fish finder, sonar unit, strike indicators are the basics that you can use to help you catch fish. All right, coming in at number 3, tungsten jigs. The best lures that you can get for ice fishing when you're first starting out is a very basic tungsten jig. Your best bet is to pair this with some live bait, like a mealworm or a wax worm. You could also put some soft plastics on the end of this. All right, coming in at number 2 on the list, guys, you got to get yourself an ice fishing combo. This is the Eagle Claw Ice Eagle. I actually purchased this from their factory outlet store. I think I paid like $15. 28-inch light action. Yeah, it was 15 bucks, but I use this more than any of my other light tackle rods. So that brings us to the number 1 thing on the list. But because safety is number 1 on my list, is the spud bar. All right. Good old spud bar. All this is, guys, is a big old iron rod with a chisel at the end. You're not sure if you've got 2 inches of ice or 6 inches of ice or 10 inches of ice. This is how you find out, guys. Before you take that first step on the ice, your spud bar should be in your hand and you should be utilizing it to check the thickness of the ice. My suggestion for you guys, especially beginners, don't venture out onto the ice in the early season until it's at least 4 inches thick. A lot more ice fishing content to come, guys. I've actually got some stockpiled footage from last year, so stay tuned for some fresh ice fishing footage coming soon.